All right, it's another beautiful Monday. I welcome you to another inspiring moment on Mindscope. I am Segilola, and of course, I'm working today with Emmanuel. Emmanuel, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
DJ Magic too is here. DJ, yes, that's our bubbling DJ Magic. All right, dear listener, I trust your day is going on well, and I trust you're keeping well. Today on Mindscope, we are looking at a very sensitive topic, Emmanuel, and that is brain drain. Why?
Because these things happen like every time we see this happening, like brain drain. We see the best of our doctors, of our engineers leaving the country and all that. I think it's a sensitive topic. It's a good one.
It's a good one. Thank you. You know, that's the usual heart beat when we talk about brain drain. It will amaze you. What we're looking at really is brain drain and opportunities. Have you considered brain drain? And you look at the relationship in terms of opportunities.
This would be good.
Okay, yes. So that's why we need to expand our scope today. We need to listen and then pay attention. You need to get it, and dear listener, you need to do the same. And it will even amaze you that our guest speaker today, she's going to be calling in from Dubai. She is an amazing and award-winning journalist and entrepreneur. She's a seasoned business woman. I'm talking about Mayowa Adegoke. I'm sure you might have seen her on LinkedIn. If you're very active on LinkedIn, she is one of the people there really doing great works. Yeah, our call is coming in. That's Mayowa. Hello, Mayowa.
Hi, Segilola.
Wow, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Can you hear me? All right.
And hello to Emmanuel as well.
Emmanuel, she's saying hello. Wow, that's great. It's really very sunny here in the city of Lagos. I wonder how the weather is over there in Dubai.
Oh, it's hot. It's hot. Like we're having over 40 degrees over here.
Wow,
it's really hot.
That's
Dubai summer and it is hot.
That's wonderful. We must all learn to enjoy this kind of weather, you know.
You learn to take the good with the bad, so
definitely.
You know what you have to do.
And hi to your baby. I can hear his voice there. He's also a speaker here. That's one.
We are without a nanny today.
Oh.
Mommy has to work. Has to do everything herself.
Wonderful mother you are. All right, Mayowa Adegoke. It's so great to connect with you today on Mindscope. All right, well, we are talking about brain drain and opportunities. And in my own perspective, I consider brain drain as a slang term that indicates substantial immigration or migration of individuals. And one of the major reasons could be economic instability in a country. And so when we consider our own country, Nigeria, in the context of Nigeria's economy, brain drain is a huge threat. And so right now, brain drain and opportunities. So what are your thoughts when we consider brain drain in terms of threats versus opportunities?
Thank you, Peggy. So good to be here. Thank you for having me on your platform.
You're welcome.
And let's talk about brain drain. It's been happening in Nigeria for a very, very long time. Different generations of Nigerians at different points in time have, left the country seeking greener pastures. You're absolutely correct. Economic reasons are top on the list.
Yeah.
There's also security as well.
True.
And for some people, it's just a personal thing. Oh, I was born there, I want to go back. Oh, my husband is there, my wife is there, or whoever. I found love there and I want to go.
Very true.
If you look at brain drain from the perspective of, quality talent, human resources, leaving developing Nigeria and going to developed countries for whatever reason, could be for, better pay, better opportunities, could be for personal reasons, could be for security. But the point here is that one country is losing talent to another.
Very true.
And so the question is, where does that leave Nigeria? We all know that Nigeria needs a lot of work to get to, it's the dream destination, if there ever is any particular destination. But we have an idea of the Nigeria that we want, and to get there, we need people, right? We don't need, machines are not the answer, they are people. And the same people, the youth of this nation, the very talented ones, the intelligent ones, the innovative ones, they see opportunities abroad, they see the situation in the country sometimes, and they say, you know what, I'm gone. Where does that leave Nigeria? So if you look at it from that aspect, it's actually a threat. You've got a healthcare system that is far, far, far from where it should be. And you look at the young minds that we are groomed as a country, even though education is not where it should be. But we groomed these ones, and we're expecting them to contribute to the country, to help lift and build it. But for whatever reason, they say, you know what, I'm done. You're not even paying me so well, so let me go to the UK, let me go to Australia, let me go to...
So, in other words, that population size that's supposed to be an asset for us on this side, we panic less, it's actually not working as it should be for us as a country.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But beyond even the population, when you talk about numbers, think about the quality.
The quality now.
The quality.
That's where brain drain.
That's what's more interesting.
That's true.
The quality of people that are leaving, bright minds that we want to stay in the country and help build it, are taking other opportunities abroad. So that becomes a threat to the country.
Okay, so in terms of now the threats versus the opportunities, can you consider any or opportunities around it when we look at our own quality minds leaving the country to seek greener pastures or maybe security or even better opportunities abroad?
There are always two sides to a coin, right?
Yeah.
But let me even take it further. Beyond the two sides, there will always be that edge around the coin. So you can't even say three sides. But interestingly, there are opportunities, and there are a number of them, but I'll highlight two that I feel are the strongest in my opinion.
Okay.
Number one is economy, right?
Okay.
So when people leave Nigeria and go abroad, wherever Nigerians go, they do well. We are bright people, we work hard, and we excel wherever we go, from both young and old. We excel. So we have that tenacity. And what does that mean? That when you excel abroad, it means you become financially successful. And if Nigeria is benefiting from the success of Nigerians abroad. In 2019, we had about $25 billion in remittances. That with it's pretty much people abroad sending money back home, sending money to their loved ones, sending money for investments.
That's quite awesome.
25 billion is a lot.
Very true.
For the Nigerian economy.
Yeah.
So that's one major advantage, and I know that the government, has particular interest in this, which is probably one reason why they're not so concerned. Maybe sometimes some officials make statements that make it look like it's not a threat. So that's one opportunity right there. The economy, the money that gets sent back. But also think about the talent. The talent that leaves Nigeria and goes abroad becomes even better, even more refined, even more knowledgeable. The people.
They're more exposed.
About building a new Nigeria, I strongly believe that we cannot do without the Nigerians in diaspora. So imagine, just take for a moment, imagine all the Nigerian doctors in the US, in the UK. Just one wild moment. Imagine all of them coming back to Nigeria.
Wow.
Just picture what that would do.
How that will affect our economy and even our health sector especially.
Yes. They would bring all that they have learned. They will bring it back
to impact.
To right structure in place, the right practices,
Very true.
Nigeria can become, a top destination for health tourism.
Very true.
So that's just one aspect. Think about all the other areas where Nigerians are excelling abroad.
Very true.
From administrators, you just name it. So whatever they've learned from those countries, the practices they've learned, processes, systems, ideas, they will bring all of that back home and help build with Nigeria. And that's because they are bringing the advantage of an advanced country to Nigeria, a third world country. So that will take us from 100 to 1 million real quick. It takes a lot of work, but just imagine Nigerians in diaspora coming back home, bringing their experiences, bringing their expertise. It really would benefit the country, and I think that's one great opportunity. So it's okay that people leave. A lot of people say, oh, they're leaving. It's okay that people leave. If you feel that, oh, I want to leave, I want to, go and try.
But the concern,
my luck.
Mayowa, from my own perspective here, the concern really is, well, it's okay for people to leave, but a situation whereby you find out many are leaving, and it seems as if, well, who's going to be left here to even work things out here? Do you see it from that angle?
I get your point. And there's two ways to it. So think of all the generations of people that are living. Nigeria is still the most populous black nation in the world. Still. It is still. So we are plenty. like they say nowadays, they say,
Wow, I love that. We are plenty.
We are plenty. We have a lot to give. We are blessed, not only in natural resources, but we are blessed in people as well. But that's not to say that we should not take proper care to harness the advantages. So it's one thing to say it's okay for people to go, but are you building a system where you harness the advantage of them leaving?
That's true.
So if the people leave the country and you just leave them, maybe they are gone. They are gone. No. You should. How are we going to create a system? How are we going to create, events or trainings, whatever it is, around them leaving? How do we stay connected to them? I think that's what.
Because you can't stop people from leaving. You can't. Yeah, they have a right. Yeah.
The world has become a global village, a global city.
Exactly.
It's one big world right now. I'm in Dubai, for instance, and I'm talking to you in Lagos. So you honestly can't stop people from giving, but staying connected, which is what we're doing right now.
Okay.
Staying connected, sharing information, sharing knowledge, sharing expertise. That's what we really need to work on.
Okay,
right
so
now.
Okay, thank you. What's the posture of the government on this?
Well, I started by telling you the advantage of people leave into the economy. So as you can imagine, $25 billion. There's no government that would ignore that, and that's just in 2019. So the posture of the government, really, from different statements by different government officials, has always been, well, this money is coming in. Yes, they're going, but we still have a lot, right? I mean, from comments that I've heard in times past, I don't know. I've not been too happy with it. I don't think that's the best approach to just see it and say, oh yeah, that's fine, there's nothing going wrong, right?
I understand.
The important thing is to acknowledge that people will leave if they want to, but again, why are they leaving? If they are leaving because the economy is not fantastic, let's work on the economy. If they're leaving because security is a problem, let's work on the security. Because if you want to stay connected to them and you've not fixed security, remember, they're probably in countries that have great security, for instance, like Dubai. Right? So you look at how safe things get here, and you're saying, oh, come back home. And I'm asking security, what will happen? I'm used to a certain kind of life. You need to be able to give something good to entice me to come back. So let's work on the issues, but let's also stay connected. Let's stay connected to the diaspora. It's very important.
It's very, very important, that connection, because right now the world is a global village. And I'm looking at you. You are an award-winning journalist. You're based in Dubai, And I know there are some people, professionals, who right now they want to toe your line. I mean, they think, well, there are greater opportunities over there. But it's quite pathetic that many people become really desperate to leave. So what are the dangers from your own personal experience now?
Oh, I like that you're asking me to share from my personal experience. So the fact that I'm a journalist, I'm a public person, a lot of people reach out to me, and I've heard so many stories of people getting deceived, getting scammed, especially for Dubai, because it's quite easy to get into Dubai. It's quite easy to relocate to Dubai. So a lot of people have interest, especially for people who, you know what, I need to get out of Nigeria right now. But maybe Canada is my last destination, or Australia is my last destination, but I want to experience, the Middle East first. A lot of people get scammed by, dishonest people. A lot have gotten here and found out that they don't have jobs they were promised. So you've got a lot of fake employment agencies. I've actually done a few reports on this. Fake employment agencies, they will come to you in Nigeria, they'll say, oh, come to Dubai, your job is ready, just pay me this amount. And they get paid thousands, millions. Because they've been promised there's a job waiting for you in Dubai. It's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lie. That's
Thank you.
of my work.
Thank you for speaking
I
out.
understand Nigeria, and I understand the situation here. Do not fall for that, right? A lot of people come and say there's a job waiting for you. Many people have been stranded because of that. But out of adversity, some have also emerged, they've emerged victorious, so to speak. For instance, the UAE just celebrated the first female food delivery rider. First female.
Wow.
In the Middle East, and she's Nigerian.
Wow, amazing.
They deceived her. They told her, come, you have jobs. She gave them money. She got here. 6 months, no job. 6 months. 6 months.
Can you imagine how she was able to cope?
How she was able to survive, yes. So, please, a lot of people reach out to me because they know that, by God's grace, I've made something of myself here. I understand things, how they work. So they reach out to me to say, oh, and I advise them, which is what I'm now doing. I'm really teaching a lot of people how to get into this society. If you want to relocate to Dubai, some people call me Dubai plug because they know, okay, if you need any information, you need to meet somebody, you need to know which company is the original company. People reach out to me. So, that's an interesting thing I've now discovered of myself.
Okay.
And that's great. As I said, connection, keeping in touch, sharing information, that's the important thing.
Okay, that's fantastic. And because of our time, I need to wrap up. Thank you for sharing even your own personal experience. Talking to people who are somehow quite desperate to leave the country, they need to understand this, that it's even beyond desiring to leave the country, to leave Nigeria and relocate to a place like Dubai. What other things do you think they need to consider?
There's a lot to consider. You need to understand the terrain. So Nigeria is very different from the UAE, and then Dubai, which is, the tourist city.
Yeah.
Very different. So you need to understand, okay, I've had 5 years of this career in Nigeria. If I'm coming to Dubai, what do I need to add? What is it like? Where is the space for me? Right? I'm connected to a lot of professionals. I even have a webinar that I do where I bring professionals here, Nigerians who are doing well, and then I invite Nigerians who are interested in relocating to Dubai. And you share mine. They will tell you this is the certification you need if you want to, relocate to Dubai. For the finance industry, if you want to be a teacher, these are the kind of things you need to do. So I've become like a bridge between the two. So if anyone is interested in relocating to Dubai, you can feel free to reach out to me, and we'll see how we can make things work and connect you to the right people.
And that's one of the things I really love about you. You're not just a talker, you're a doer. And so for listeners right now who would love to learn from you, especially when it comes to living in a country to Dubai, your social media platform on LinkedIn, right?
I'm on LinkedIn, yes.
Okay.
You can find me.
Mayowa Adegoke. Okay.
Adegoke.
Mayowa Adegoke.
Punching Mayowa
Okay.
Adegoke.
Okay. That's
You
fantastic.
will find me.
Okay.
On Twitter and Instagram, I am at the Lady Mayowa.
Thank you, Mayowa Adegoke. That's a brilliant one. I appreciate you so much, and I wish you all the very, very best over there in Dubai. Greetings to your family.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sadie.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you
welcome.
for having me on your platform.
Thank you too. Okay, dear listener, that's an amazing, inspirational session there with Mayowa Adegoke. She is a Nigerian journalist based in Dubai. And what more can I say when we're talking about brain drain and opportunities? Just you need to be well informed. Please don't be desperate to leave the country. Seek out reach out to people who can actually educate you and enlighten you, just in line with the session we just had. Thank you once again for your time, and Emmanuel, I appreciate working with you. Dear listener, I wish you well and have a wonderful week.